Joined by Siena men's soccer head coach Gareth Elliott, talking about Jannis Opalka, soon to be a junior back, who is the MAC nominee for the NCAA Sportsmanship Award. And first of all, Coach, what does this mean for the program to have someone like Jannis represent not only Siena College but Siena men's soccer for a prestigious honor?
It means a great deal. We obviously want to be successful as a program, both on and off the field, but we also want to do that in the right way, and to have somebody like Jannis representing us is wonderful.
On a day-to-day basis, Jannis does a lot in the area of sportsmanship, but one of the main things was how he came to the aid of a fallen teammate in Falco Friedrichs. Tell us a little bit about that story.
Yeah, unfortunately, earlier on this spring, Falco learned that his brother had some bleeding in the brain and had to have emergency surgery. His brother's a lot younger, 13, and obviously Falco had to rush home to be by his brother's side in hospital. His brother did have some surgeries. Jannis was there for Falco at every moment, helping him reschedule some classes, talk to professors about, maybe taking exams at a different time or making up work, scheduling classes for the fall semester that was upcoming, getting his belongings together and getting them in storage so they were there whenever he came back in the fall. And just being there for support, got a card for the team to sign and send good wishes to Falco. Just has been a great mentor to Falco ever since he's came here, and the German connection, and they both play beside each other as well, which I think helps. But he really has been the big brother to Falco, and he's really the big brother to a lot of guys on the team. A lot of guys look up to him, and not only look up to him because he's 6'5", but they look up to him because he's such a great personality, and he's willing to do anything for the team, and he's willing to do anything for anybody.
And that's one example, what he did with Falco, but talk a little bit about some of the things he does on a day-to-day basis. You mentioned he's taken a lot of the international players under his wing, being from Germany himself, and I know a lot of his teachers and a lot of members of the Siena community really think of him highly as well.
Yeah, well, as we know, it's not easy for freshmen to settle in, but it seems like Jannis really settled very quickly as a freshman, and now he's going to be entering his junior year next year. Even as a sophomore captain on the team last year, a lot of people really look to him for advice, questions about classes, questions about where to go on campus, what people to see. Maybe they had to go to a mall to buy something, they would talk to Jannis. He really has adapted supremely quickly. One of the things I would say about Jannis is that his academics has been outstanding since he got here. We had a mid-semester grade report earlier on this year in which a professor asked if she could clone Jannis. That's how impressed she is with Jannis, and that's how impressed we are with him, just as an overall student athlete with great sportsmanship, great attitude, great work ethic, and you just couldn't ask any more from a leader in the team.
We're joined by Siena swimming and diving head coach Paul Kueterman. And Paul, Katie Carew, who's going to be a senior on your team, was nominated by the MAC for the NCAA Sportsmanship Award. Talk a little bit about what makes Katie such a worthy candidate for a prestigious award.
I'm just coming off my first year, and coming in, I think Katie was one that was very open to the new change, and she was one that I really felt I could go to with different opinions, and she would have good insight, which I appreciate as a new coach coming in, because you never know kind of what the team makeup is, and I really saw throughout the year her really take initiative in certain aspects of getting the team involved with community service, with other outside projects other than just in the pool. But then when we're in the pool too, she's been a good role model for the the freshmen, the sophomores. Always being for them to come to her to get through different situations, whether it be classroom, whether it be in the athletic side. So she just exemplifies everything you really want of a student athlete. She does well in the classroom, which is great for people that are coming in that we're recruiting, to see that you not only have this person who's going to be a senior this year that exemplifies what you want in the water, but also outside of the pool too. And it's really helped me, knowing that as we're bringing in new people, to use her as a role model to really guide this team in the right direction. And we took votes this spring for captains, and unanimously she was hands down voted in that position. So I think that definitely shows a lot to her character as to what she has exemplifies and stuff.
And obviously, like you said, she does a lot outside of the pool. The president of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, not just for Siena but for the MAC. Obviously, that's an exalted position to be in, and I'm sure she's been able to take a lot of those things back to her teammates at different initiatives and whatnot to help better the Siena swimming and diving program and the other sports programs both here at Siena and in the MAC.
Yeah, and I think her and I are always talking about different things that she's taken from those meetings, and she's helped when she's come back here with SAC to really organize a lot of different things, new things like creating committees, a facility, of community service, of a freshman committee, because freshmen aren't allowed to serve the first year on SAC, but she's, was very into, she felt it's very important that they get a say. So she's been great in taking in what she's learned there to help bring it back here to Siena, which then I think's really helped, the Siena community, not just in athletics, but all over, the Capital District as well. So, I mean, she was pretty integral in bringing the student athlete talent show, which I think was a great community thing, and I think just her involvement with that has been fantastic, and, only sheds great light for us, in the future. So, she's, it's been great to have her along.